This is episode number 328 of the Homeowner Show. Whether you're DIY or looking to hire, we're here to help you find the best information and options for you and your home. My name's Kevin Hackett, and here with me is Craig Williams.
Hello, and welcome to the Homeowner Show. We're so glad that you could join us for another live episode late at night. Here in the studio.
Very late at night, and I'm just glad I remembered the intro.
Hey, there you go.
It's been a while since I've been here. A long while. It's been like, like almost 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Maybe 2 months.
Yep.
Since I've been here.
We lost your name placard on the door.
Yeah,
Sorry
I noticed
about that.
No, well, we'll find another better one. So, anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm doing really good. So let's get sponsors out the way.
All right. Who do you want to start with?
Not out the way. We love our sponsors.
Who do you want to start with?
Lone Star Appliance Repair.
All right.
Guys, give Lone Star Appliance Repair because we know that your appliance has got a little rumbly in the tumbly.
Especially like if you're anything like around my house right now, all we have done is laundry. That's all we have done for 2 months straight.
And things wore out.
I mean, like seriously, we've had so many trips. We've been gone all summer, so we are wearing out our
Laundry
appliances.
is the worst part of traveling.
Yeah.
And you know who takes it in the pants is the washing machine.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Literally.
sure. And yeah. Well, I'm hoping it does a good job. But anyway, it's one of those things where even if you're not in the market for a new washer and dryer, you probably need to have that thing serviced.
Yeah. Or cleaned.
Exactly. Clean it. Make sure. And Lone Star Appliance Repair does these types of services. So
100%.
give them a call if you're in the market for a new appliance. Maybe consider just fixing your old one.
Yeah.
And if you need some service, some repair, anything like that, give them a call, 936-647-2364.
Awesome.
And next, we've got True Texas Solar and Roofing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Josh and his team are doing a pretty outstanding job right now. I'm in contact with him regularly with some other things that we work on together. And they are still installing a ton of solar because things are good. Solar's still very
hanging
viable.
in there. Yeah.
It's still very viable, very helpful for anybody who wants to own their own energy source. And lots of really good things happening with that. But also, they've been ramping up their roofing side like crazy. So,
which makes sense if you're starting to talk about solar because the first thing people look at when they start talking about solar is like, is it going to damage my roof?
Right.
Like, what am I going to need to do if I have to replace my roof later on down the line? Should I just go ahead and replace that roof now? And the answer is probably yes.
Yeah.
If you're even asking the question.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, I found like 2 or 3 shingles on the ground. It's probably fine. It's probably not fine.
Probably not fine. Well, and right now, I mean, I was talking to my friend Eric, who we've had on the show before, and he's got his. I haven't even told you about this, but he's got a brand new insurance company that he has started. So he owns an insurance company now, and so like
I saw the announcement the other day.
Yeah,
I was excited for him.
Yeah, super excited for him. But I was even asking him, hey, we talk about insurance and roofing all the time, and he's like, yeah, it's a big deal. So if you have an opportunity to get a new roof as you're doing all of your solar stuff, do it. Or if you're just looking for roof repair, they are doing a great job. I promise you, stand-up company. They're going to do the best job for you out there. Really, really great company. Give them a call, 936-286-8325.
Awesome.
All right.
So, well, I mean, just a couple of tidbits in homeowners news. I mean, we had mortgage rates this last week drop to a 10-month low.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty exciting for folks. I mean, the average rate dropped to a 6.57.
Oh, we're down to the sixes again.
Down to the sixes. So doing good there. I mean, and so one of the things that the article was mentioning that if you had like a $300,000 mortgage that you had financed at like 7.5%. If you refinance that mortgage right now, it could potentially save you up to like $200 a month.
Wow.
Just by refinancing at the rate that it's at right now. Now, if you qualify.
Well, and there's a number of companies out there, and you might just check with your lender because there's a lot of companies out there that were doing these crazy mortgage deals. Is like, look, we'll do like a certain number or maybe even an unlimited number of refinances up to a certain amount of time.
Right.
With zero closing costs.
Yeah.
So you never know. I mean, just check into it, because if it's going to save you money, I mean, it's good.
Yeah. And you might need it, because one of the other stories was it's just reported that in 2025, homeowners insurance premiums rose up 20%.
Oof.
Well,
Yeah.
no, okay, that's not true. It was up 20% over from 2022 to 2024.
Okay.
And now it's going to be up an additional 8% just this year.
Oh,
So, yes, it's been climbing. It's going to continue to climb. So you may need that additional $200
Yeah.
just to pay for your insurance.
right.
So, not great news, but I mean, there's stuff, there's house bills and all kinds of stuff, but we're going to spend some time catching up tonight.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a minute.
No, it's been a long. It's been too long. It's been a really long time.
You've been putting some miles on the old passport.
Yeah, we have. I'll update you on some new devices that we've got that I think we'll probably wind up doing some product reviews on. One of them, probably the one that I'm most excited about, is a pool tester.
Okay.
Have I told you about this at all?
I think it's like a smart pool tester thing.
Well, yeah, in many ways it is, but it's also not. It's a
dumb pool
Well,
tester?
so here's the thing. Since I've owned a pool, I've always taken my pool sample to Leslie's, because it's very simple. You walk in, they test your water for free, and they tell you everything that you need to do. And if you need to buy any supplies, they have all of it.
Right.
So you can buy. I mean, it's brilliant. It's one of the most brilliant, models of a business ever. Right. They'll do something for you for free, and you can get all the things that you need here. And it worked really great. But there's two problems with that. The first problem being that anytime you need to test your water, you got to go to the pool store, and the closest one to our house is 15 minutes away, and so by the time you do that, I mean, you're an hour wasted just to test your water. And then you're buying premium pool products. They're going to be the most expensive type of place to buy pool products. So your time and premium, all that kind of stuff. But the problem is, for someone like me who has no idea anything about chemistry, it's a pretty simple solution. Well, this pool tester, it's advanced, but it does a lot of what they do for you and automates it really, really well. So really, really cool device. It's an actual physical device that you put reagents in and test it. But it's very precise, very, very cool. So we'll do a review on that. The other thing is our garage door opener went out.
Oh, no.
And so we had to buy a new garage door opener. And so it was one of those deals.
It's like the last thing you expect to go out.
Oh, I know.
It's like,
oh, I know. I mean, we were, and again, it seems like every time I leave for something breaks every summer. So my wife calls me and she's like, the garage door won't open. And I'm like, okay, is the power on? She's like, I don't know. It's just not working. And I was like, okay. So I get home, sure enough, not working.
Yeah.
So, inside where the belt is to move the motor and all the things, that whole mechanism was stripped.
Oh.
And so you can replace it, and it's really not, it's like $30-$40 to replace if you can find the right part.
Right.
But it's like you have to crack open the case. Like it's a whole ordeal. And I started doing some research. My garage door opener was 15 years old. And it was kind of one of those deals where it's like 15 years old, like it's time. You need to replace the thing. So anyway, we'll get into what I did to figure out which one I used, because I used ChatGPT actually to help me figure out which model I needed to purchase.
Nice.
To replace it.
Okay.
I got a smart one. It does all the things. Amazon can open my garage now.
Okay.
Securely. And it's got a camera on it, and so it's really, really cool.
Have you seen the ones? And I don't. If you did this, I don't mean to spoil your episode. Or
No.
but the ones that you mount on the side.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
You didn't do that. Have you
No.
seen these?
No,
Dude.
so it's just like on the front wall, like on the side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it doesn't take any headroom.
No headroom.
Ah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've seen them like I see them mostly in like car guys' garages,
Right.
Or guys that have like bigger trucks,
Right.
things like that.
Trying to get space.
But like they're also just like super quiet and belt driven.
Yeah.
Like they're, I think what is it? Master Lift? Is that the?
It's a brand.
I think that's the company that
Yeah.
made the one that I saw.
Okay.
There may be another brand, but
I will say this one's super quiet. I mean, it's way quieter than my other one. There's some really cool features in it.
dude,
So,
there's something magical that we miss out from the ones that we had, at least when I was a kid.
oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Like the whole neighborhood knew. You're like, oh, that's the Hacketts. They're leaving.
Well, like you sort of announced your laziness
Yeah.
to everyone because
Right.
not everyone had an automatic garage door.
That's
It was just like,
Yeah.
hoity-toity over there, got an automatic garage door opener. It's a pull start.
Right, it's a pull start. Yeah. I hope they got enough gasoline to run
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah, that's funny.
Who do you think you are?
Oh man, that's pretty funny. So anyway, honestly, it was one of those things that I was dreading because I was just like, I'm honestly in my brain, I'm sitting here going, do I call overhead door? Because anyway, but
Because you don't know what you're getting into.
No, I really didn't, and so
you'd probably never put one in, right?
I'd never had.
Yeah, me neither. Never
It's-
put one in.
Right? Have you to this day?
To this day.
Okay. Well, I will.
Literally, I am the guy like sticking my, like thumbing my nose up because I don't have one.
Right. Exactly. That's funny. Like it's just one of those things that you
I've thought about it.
sure, but you take for granted whenever you have one. And it just works. You
Right.
show up to you
When you
a
buy
new-
the house and
you
it's
buy-
already there.
It's already
Yeah.
there. It's working. Everything's great. Maybe it's a little louder than I wish it was. Who cares? The dog cares. Our dog was like didn't like it whenever the garage door opened. But anyway, I went through a very interesting process. I think you'll appreciate the process that I went through to figure out what I should get. And anyway, it was an interesting situation. But I got that done.
I'm ready to hear about it.
And then the other thing that I purchased, so this is another unique situation for our garage, is we air condition our garage,
Right.
which is probably weird to most people, except that we bring our dogs in every night, and they're crate trained, and so every night they come in and sleep in the cool, nice area. Well, we
Right.
don't really have a good place for them. They're outdoor dogs. They smell like we don't bring them in our house. They never have been house dogs, but they come in our garage to cool off. And so, in fact, sometimes in the summer here in Houston, it's so bad. So we'll let them come in and just cool off and rest. And so we have a portable air conditioner in there. We insulated. Steve Spoon came over and insulated our attic and our garage because it was not insulated. Our garage door was already insulated, had insulated panels in it.
Okay.
And so felt pretty good about all that. And I put a portable air conditioner in there. Well, that I bought it used from our friend Jared Williams, who helped fix this floor in here.
Yep.
And he had one he was trying to get rid of. And I was like, well, I'll just buy it. And it worked great for a while, but then it kind of started petering out. So I bought a new portable air conditioner, and this one is really different. It's cool. I considered going with a mini split.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's going to be weird because our garage is like on the opposite end of where I want the condenser fan to be and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, how long? I'm sitting there Googling, like, how long can I run a condensing line? Like, and it was going to be at a limit, or I had to upgrade to a more
bigger
expensive
unit.
model.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So anyway, but I got a really cool unit. It works unbelievable. Like sometimes I'll just go out into my garage and be like, it's cooler out here than it's in my house. So we'll talk about that as well.
I've actually been looking into them too because my son's bedroom's on the third floor.
Dude,
It gets a little toasty up in there sometimes, and I'm like, that's not fair to him.
no, and I promise you, something like this, it would work great up there. I mean, because it ports out the window.
Yeah.
But little spoiler alert, it has an intake from the outside,
Okay.
which most of the older style units don't have.
Okay.
So it's got a fresh air intake on it, which means it's not pulling the air from the inside. It's pulling air from the outside. And the other thing that does is because a lot of air conditioners like that, it winds up pulling air from under doors and creating cracks in the windows,
starts slamming doors and stuff like that.
Exactly. It does all kinds of stuff. And it winds up creating hot spots in the room because it's pulling from this weird area. And so this way it's pulling all of it from the outside and immediately cooling it from its own source.
Yeah.
So really kind of a cool setup, but we'll talk about that at some point.
Cool.
Too. So, but yeah, look, I've been gone a lot this summer, more than any summer that I've had maybe in my life. It was crazy.
Dude, it was the same for my wife. Like,
really?
Yeah. So, I mean, like she just finished her 5th camp. 5th.
Wow. That's nuts.
And then we have the 2 camps going on at our place here.
Yeah. The first one's about to start
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then the other one's next week.
Right.
So we got girls camp this week, boys camp next week.
Right.
Which is something my daughter's been doing for the last 3 years.
No, at least. Maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
It's so cool. I mean, for those people out there that don't realize, like, his daughter's dream is to own a camp someday.
Yeah.
And she's going to. Like,
she's been running one.
She's been running one for long enough. Like,
yeah.
She's young too. So, she's doing cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. And not only that, like the way she gets other people involved, like, young students involved helping, and it's just really, really cool. So, but yeah, we've been gone. So I've had, multiple camps that I've been at, but also, we did 3 pretty cool trips. One, was to Honduras, and it's something that I do on a fairly regular basis. Go there and help with our church. We go to a place down there called Mission Lazarus, and if you've never been to a third world country where you're not there just to like for tourism,
right?
It's a whole. It's just different, man. Like it's a weird feeling. Because here you are, it's like, okay, I got a lot more money than you do. And it's not because I feel rich, it's not because I feel wealthy. It's just because we live in a different, economy, different situation,
different reality.
And they've got a lot of issues there. But one of the biggest issues they've got is they've got sanitary issues. And so we go down there and we build latrines for them. And if you don't know what a latrine is, because I didn't really know what a latrine was, that's what they call them down there.
It's a ditch.
It's a glorified outhouse. Is basically what it is. And it's a really cool situation. The homeowner is required to dig a hole, and they're typically about 3 foot by a 3 foot round by 15 feet, and a lot of them will get even smarter. They'll build a septic. And so they basically build a massive hole, probably 3 or 4 times that size, and they just run a pipe. And it's really, really brilliant what a lot of them are doing. But we built 12 of them while we were there.
Oh, wow.
And it's really, really good, man, because we take for granted that we can just walk to another room and flush. They don't have that, man. Like they just
anywhere.
No, they don't have. Most places don't have running water, and they're in these remote villages that just they don't have electricity. They don't have water, and so they can get water, but they have to walk it in, on their shoulder or whatever. So it's a big deal, and man, it's really, really cool. And I'll tell you, like there's some amount of dignity that you get whenever you get to sit on a toilet,
Yeah.
It's weird to say that for those of us who don't have to think about that, but like a lot of these people, they're just kind of going to the bathroom wherever they can.
Yeah.
And it's just super unsanitary, but really, really cool. If you ever want to check out a really great mission place, if you're ever looking to donate any money or anything like that to mission work, look up Mission Lazarus. MissionLazarus.org is the location. Really, really great place. I highly recommend looking into. They do all kinds of stuff. They've got a school there. They do trade schools there as well. They've got a woodworking shop that I would just love to spend a weekend.
Right.
They do leather making there. They do sewing. They do, just all sorts of really, really cool stuff. So they've got a coffee plantation up there that they have an Airbnb at the coffee plantation that is on the side of this mountain. That is one of the most beautiful places on earth. I'm convinced that, like, you wouldn't think about this, but Honduras has some big mountains.
Yeah.
And it's where we go. It's in the mountain region. And it's gorgeous up there. The coffee's delicious. And I don't like coffee, but I drink coffee all the time when I'm there because it's delicious. So yeah, that's one place we went.
Yeah.
You
were talking about like just how like primitive it is there.
Yeah.
It made me think, like we live in Texas, right? And a lot of like the problem with our lives being so short is we don't remember when we were without. And it wasn't but like 2 generations ago that there was no electricity in Texas.
Right. Not that long ago.
Not that long ago.
Right.
Like it was in the late 50s before Texas got electricity. And the only reason I know that is because that's what made LBJ's career. That was his big claim to fame, is he brought the electrical grid to Texas. That's what he did.
That's amazing.
And like that's not that long ago.
No.
That's a person ago.
Well, I mean, both of our parents were born in the 50s, right?
Yeah.
Were yours in the 50s?
Yeah, my dad in 52 and my mom in 56.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents are 51 and 53. And so you think that their parents didn't have electricity.
My dad was born in Texas.
Yeah.
There were parts of Texas that still didn't have electricity when he was born.
Unbelievable. But it's just so far out of my thought process. And I will tell you, we went to a few places this year, and Honduras's economy is growing, and there are a lot of good things because of organizations like Mission Lazarus that are coming in. Things are you can see year over year how things are getting better. But we went to this one little village, and while it's so cool, man, like you go and you're helping, right? I mean, you're bringing these materials to them. It doesn't cost them anything other than digging the hole, which let me tell you, one of the things that was really difficult recently is we had to put one of our dogs down.
Right. Yeah.
It was a really sad situation. But the vet, gave me this.
The bag?
Well, yeah. But eventually they gave me like a quote, or initially I should say, they gave me a quote of how much it was going to cost. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then I realized, oh, this is for like burial stuff, like cremation, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, can I just take my dog home? Like we live on land. I can bury my dog. We don't live in the city limits. And they're like, oh, absolutely. So they, here's a bag, all that kind of stuff. Well, I had to dig a hole.
Yeah.
And
digging that hole sucks.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you this. Maybe I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say it anyway. Like, I know why there's a lot of shallow graves in the world. I'm just going to say, like the most important hole of your life. Like, if you choose to need to dig a grave.
Yeah.
I know why there's a lot of shallow graves out there, because it's the most important hole of your life, and you're like, that's probably good enough.
That's probably good. He's not going to care.
No. And like, because, I mean, I dug a hole that was, 3 feet deep, roughly.
Yeah.
And, big enough for my 25-pound dog. And I about died.
Yeah.
I wanted a backhoe really bad. I was like, how much does a Kubota cost right now? I think it might be worth it. Because I'm out there with my pickaxe and my shovel dying in the heat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these people are digging 10, 15 foot holes by 3 feet. And I'm like, I don't know how they do it.
Dude, can I give you a little tip?
Sure.
On that? So get you an auger tip for your Ryobi drill. Oh, that I hadn't considered that. Yeah, they make them.
And then just start digging holes and just shoveling it out.
Yeah, little holes, and just like zip,
okay,
zip, zip, and then scoop it out. Zip, 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 scoop it out.
Where were you about 2 weeks ago?
You didn't call.
Man, I hadn't.
I have them.
I hate life right now.
Dude, that's how I've always dug fence post holes.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, because you get down, I mean, you got to go down pretty deep, but it's a narrow hole. And so, like, you can get like a big auger.
You can.
But like, those are a booger to carry around if
And
you're
they're
doing
expensive.
like well, we
Even
have,
to rent them.
we have one.
Okay.
And I still don't want to carry it around.
It's heavy.
You know, if I have it like in the back of the mule or something like that, it's a different story. But still, it's like, again, I hate anything pull start these days.
Oh yeah.
Like now that everything can be electric,
Yeah.
pull start's stupid.
No, you're not wrong.
And so, but like it's a pull start and it'll dig a hole.
Yeah.
But like it'll also, like if it gets hung up on something, it'll fling you like nobody's business.
Yeah,
And it
rip
can
your
hurt
arm off.
somebody.
Yeah.
You know? So the smaller auger tips that you can get for your drill,
Yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
No, I mean like if you're just drilling into rock,
Sure.
it's not going to do anything.
Well, it is what it is on that.
Yeah.
But honestly, like thankfully where I was digging, I didn't have too many roots. I was surprised. I didn't, especially where I was digging. I was surprised I didn't have more issues than I did. But but it goes back to we're working on in this little village building. We had 3 latrines. We're building this area, and I don't speak Spanish, but they do, and so we're communicating in lots of different ways. And we do have some translators here and there. But at one point he asked, "Do you want a Coke?" And I was like, sure. And his wife, like they are so hospitable, because they're like, look, you're bringing this thing for us. That's one of the most important parts of our life, And I was like, sure, I'll take a Coke. It's like almost rude to say no, right?
Right.
But I'll take a Coke. I'm a little hot right now. And she brings out ice cold Coke, and they had a refrigerator. And it was bizarre that they had electricity and a refrigerator, but I'm like, man, they're doing pretty well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a luxury. And so, we just take so many things for granted where we live. And, I'm continually humbled and blessed whenever I go there and just go, man, we've got it so nice, So, anyway, any other questions on that trip? Because I mean, that was a good one. I mean, you're aware of that trip.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You've never been, have you?
Not to Honduras.
Yeah,
No.
but you've done plenty of those types of trips.
I've done a lot of work in like southern Mexico.
Yeah.
So like San Luis Potosi,
Yeah.
places like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, never Honduras. My wife, dude, I had to calm her down.
Oh, really?
Yes. So she's going to Guatemala
Okay.
in September.
All right.
And I think she was going the first week in September. And we were at another camp that the one camp that all of us went to, all 5 of us.
Oh, yeah.
Which was awesome.
Right.
And she comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, you want to go to Zambia?"
Oh,
And I was like,
Zambia.
"Why?"
Why?
Like, what for?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, there's a missions organization that wants me to." I mean, for those of you that don't know, my wife is a missions pastor.
Yeah.
I mean, she does a lot of missions and camps and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. And she goes, "There's a missions organization that wants me to come check out what they do, and they want us to come."
Oh,
And I was like, "Okay." Like, when? And she goes, "Well, it's the day after I get back from Guatemala."
oh my goodness.
And I'm just like,
Speaking of laundry, that's a lot.
I'm like, do I want to go to Zambia? I would love to go to Zambia.
Yeah.
That sounds insane.
It does.
And she goes, "Oh, we can do it." And I said, "Let's talk to your boss. Let's see what he thinks.
Your boss.
Let's talk to your boss." So we go and talk to her boss, and he's like, "Under no circumstances should you do that." No, this is not a thing. You can go later. You don't have to go now.
Now, right.
No. There's plenty of time to go check it out. It doesn't have to be right then.
Yeah.
So we may end up going.
Sure.
I don't know when.
Right.
But it's not going to be at the Guatemala.
Not the day after for sure.
What's wrong with you, woman?
Oh man. Well, so we get back from Honduras, I have another camp to go to, and then this was where the craziness ensues. So I went to a camp, got back on Friday night, and then we left. Well, all my family came in on Saturday, and then we left Sunday morning on a cruise. So my parents' 50th anniversary was in June. Really, really cool.
Yeah. Happy anniversry, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things that I'm kind of proud of, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You should be proud of that.
I mean, it's just a huge, huge accomplishment. And
50 years, they still like each other.
They still like each other. Yep. And, so I've got a brother and a sister, and there's 13 of us in total with grandkids. And so we went on a cruise as a Royal Caribbean cruise. And shout out to JJ Kuykendall. Yes, it's Kuykendall, not Kirkendall. It is spelled the same, but it's JJ Kuykendall with Cruise Planners. She's awesome. If you're ever looking for a cruise planner, she did a great job. And we know a number of travel agents. Use a travel agent, please.
Yes.
There's no reason not to.
No.
So we went on the Harmony of the Seas, which is one of their massive ships.
Uh-huh.
And dude, like, have y'all been on many cruises?
Not in recent years.
Okay.
I mean, when we were younger, married, and we didn't have children.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some cruising.
Yeah.
We've never done one with our kids.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, I'll tell you, like, these ships are so different now because they're building them bigger and better than ever. Like, this ship was so big that on the last day I found a couple of places I'd never seen before on the ship. Like, I've been on this for 7 days and I'm seeing new places I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Pretty unbelievable. I was disappointed. Now I didn't see their teen area. My daughter is 12. She'll be 13 this month. She was 12 at the time, so she couldn't go to the teen area. I heard it was okay, but they're under that age, like, areas to be or junk. It was awful. Like it was the equivalent of like a room, like an empty room. They were like, "Hey, come hang out in here." It was pretty bad, but everything else, dude, like the entertainment deck was unbelievable. They had 2 boogie board and surf.
Oh, nice.
2 of those.
Wave pool.
Wave riders.
Yeah.
There's 2 of those. There was miniature golf. They had a couple of basketball courts up there.
Some of them have like, what do you call it? Like
zip line.
Yeah, this takes you like around the ship or something.
This one had a zip line on it. We saw some that had a roller coaster on it. Ours didn't. We saw one with like a massive ropes course.
Oh, cool.
On it. Really, really cool. But I mean, one of the things that Royal does really well is they've got Broadway level shows on there and like massive theaters.
Yeah.
And like that was one theater that they had. They had another theater that was an ice skating rink. And I started counting. That ice skating rink alone had seating for 800.
Oh my gosh.
And it looked super small, but it had 800 seats in it. And we got to go ice skating. Like, you can go ice skating, and then they have ice skating shows, and just food for days.
Yeah.
I've
always had a better experience on Royal Caribbean than I have, and like, to be fair, I've never been like on a Disney cruise.
No, that's another level.
But like between like them and Carnival, and Carnival is just really more like, I want to get drunk.
Yeah,
kind of a boat.
Yeah,
seems to be.
It is the like the bottom rung, and I don't say that in a mean way. Like, if you were to look up ChatGPT right now and go, hey, give me, like, rank the cruise lines, Carnival's at the lowest.
Carnival's at the bottom.
It just is. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be mean or rude to people that like Carnival.
I've been on some Carnival cruises, and they weren't bad.
No.
But like, I've just always had a better experience on Royal Caribbean, food wise, passenger wise,
entertainment.
Just like, I mean, it's just all around just a better experience, and not that much more expensive, to be honest.
What was bizarre to me, one of the stats that they told us while we were on the boat is they serve 45,000 meals a day.
Oh my gosh.
On that ship. 45,000.
That's insane.
Day. And I'm sitting here going, how many meals are some of you people eating? Like,
Yeah, no, well, yeah, that's the question. There's
you're eating 7 meals a day. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you eating 7 meals a day? Because you can.
Because it's
like,
there.
If you want pizza, like good pizza, they have a pizzeria there that's just, they serve pizza 24/7.
Yeah.
And if you want pizza, just go get it. And it's good pizza. Anyway, it was a Western Caribbean cruise, sailed out of Galveston, which is super convenient for us, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so easy. And man, like we stopped it back in Honduras at Roatan. That was one of the stops. We also stopped at Costa Maya and then Cozumel. And man, it was wonderful.
Did y'all do any excursions or anything?
We did not. My brother did one. We didn't because of the next trip I'm going to tell you about. We just couldn't afford much else. But the ports were nice. There's plenty of stuff to do back on the ship. We did go. We didn't do an excursion, but we took a taxi in Costa Maya to a beach that was kind of a nice beach area, and so we did that. It was fun. We one of the things that my wife and I talked about was the next cruise we go on, we want to be able to do excursions.
Yeah.
But they're expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be, $70, $80 at the cheapest and up to, $200 or $300, $400 per person.
Right.
On some of these. And so, you kind of got to be prepared for that on top of everything else. I know that whenever it comes to like Disney cruises, that's where your kids club areas get a lot better.
Yeah.
The service is even better. The food is even, they don't nickel and dime you on anything. So there's a lot of things that Disney does that just ratchet up things. But
well, here's what I'll say about if you do a Western Caribbean cruise, and I think it's Costa Maya. If you can do the Mayan ruins
yeah.
with the cenote tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, like the Mayan ruins, those are cool.
They
Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, go see them.
Yeah.
But like the cenotes, that's cool.
Is it?
It's the underwater caves.
Sure.
Not underwater.
Well, they're
Underground caves in water.
in water. Yeah.
And so like you have land entrances through water.
Right.
And then you go underground in water.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
Interesting.
And totally, I mean, like whatever that I think it was $100 a person or something when we went.
Wow.
I don't know what it is these days, but like I mean, most of them, if it's a Western Caribbean, you're going to have a cenote that you can go. And it's
Costa
not,
Maya is probably the place.
it's not close. I mean, like you
have to travel.
yeah, like it's about an hour drive.
Yeah.
So,
Which is okay. One of the things I will tell you, just if you're going on a cruise and you're thinking about like swimming with dolphins or like doing the sloth experience or something like that, you do some research. Because Mexico has just changed all their laws.
Oh, really?
To where you can't swim with dolphins anymore.
oh, really?
You can't hold sloths anymore. Like it's a no-no.
Really?
In Roatan, Honduras, they changed their law too. Like, so yeah, and I don't know.
I'm glad I did that at one point.
Yeah, I've not done it. Like, you can still do some experiences with the animals. You can see them, you can be near them, but you can't like swim on them, ride them. Like, you can't do that anymore. So there's some things, like a lot of people were upset on our cruise because they're like, yeah, we had paid for it, and then they were like, well, we'll refund your money. We're like, we don't want it refunded. We want the experience. And it's like, well, it's against the law. So like, if you want to go to jail, then So
I can imagine why they did though, man. Like when I did it, I was shocked at what all they let me do.
Sure.
With the dolphin, I wasn't being cruel or anything like that. I just like someone gave it to me as a gift to go and do, and the dolphin came and like pushed from my feet.
Oh yeah,
and like threw me up out of the water. I got to hang on to the dorsal fin, and he dragged me along. I mean, like all kinds of fun stuff, man.
Unbelievable.
The stuff you always think about, like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
So it was that, and then got to hang out with manatees.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, kind of sad that they're not doing that, but like also like I understand people are like, it's probably not the nicest thing to the animal.
It's conservation. I mean, it really is. Yeah. No, I get it. The last one that I'll tell you about, and we'll kind of motor through this too. We went to a place I'd never heard of before called Anguilla. Have you heard of Anguilla?
Is that how you say it?
It is.
I've always said like Anguilla.
Nope, it's Anguilla,
Anguilla.
and it is off the coast of St. Martin.
Okay. St. Martin I've been to.
Yeah. So you were really close.
Yeah.
So Anguilla is 35 square miles.
Because St. Martin's the one with the pirate museum, right?
I've never been to St. Martin, so I don't know.
Okay.
But we flew into Anguilla. It's very recently that they've built and used an airport there, and they're building onto it now. But it's like if you start like Googling Anguilla, like one of the first things that's going to pop up is like Jay-Z and Beyonce's wedding.
Oh gosh.
Right?
Okay.
Like it's a beautiful island, 35 square miles. It's like 16 miles at its longest and 4 miles at its widest. It's just really tiny. But my brother-in-law was getting married there, and we stayed. Man, it was swanky. We stayed at the Four Seasons.
Okay.
And they had private beach access and like all this kind of stuff. It was unbelievable. They stayed. Well, so they reserved the penthouse for the last 3 nights of their wedding. So they were there for a week. So the last 3 nights, the night they got married and maybe a couple nights after, they reserved the penthouse. When they got there, I guess no one had rented it for the rest of the time. They were like, hey, we're going to upgrade you for the week.
Oh, nice.
So this place, dude, like this penthouse, it's the inside, hang with me, the inside was 3,500 square foot.
Oh my gosh.
It was 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. It had a half bath and a guest bath. Full kitchen, full on oven, gas stove, like full cooking facilities, big, massive dining room, living room. It was unbelievable. And it all opened out onto a 2,800 square foot deck.
Oh my gosh.
With a full outdoor kitchen, with like a wine fridge out there, and like full on everything. It was unbelievable. Outdoor showers out there, like crazy, just overlooking one of the most beautiful oceans you've ever seen. In fact, one of the workers there said, "Oh, y'all are staying in the Michael Jordan room," which is what they call it because that's where Michael Jordan stays when he goes there. Which apparently he was there like 3 weeks before we got there. So, man, I'm sure there are. It's an expensive place. I don't know if everywhere on the island is expensive, but
it is.
But I think it is. Like from what I could tell.
You mean like to stay or to eat?
Yes, both.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I think that's pretty much true of like all of the American Caribbean islands.
Right. Like, I mean,
I think the British Virgin Islands are even worse.
I think, well, this one is owned by the UK.
Oh, this is British Virgin Island? Okay.
It is.
Okay. I think those are more expensive than the American ones.
I think you're probably right. And they know you're there to spend money. And they know you probably have it and just put it on a credit card,
Yeah.
But I mean, like, for example, if you wanted room service, you could get room service. This was not an all-inclusive resort. If you wanted room service, there was a 33% tax and gratuity. Mm-hmm. And, if you want a burger, it's $28 plus 33%, but man, it was awesome. I mean, I'll show you at some point, like some of the pictures. Mm-hmm. We went out on one excursion. There were 26 people at the wedding. We all got on one boat, and this wasn't this was a speedboat. I mean, it was unbelievable. There are 4 of these boats in the world. Is some sort, they call it an inflatable boat, mm-hmm. just because the sides have a big, massive, like inflatable tube, basically.
Like a pontoon kind of a deal?
Yeah, kind of. But like plastic. And but the thing was massive, unbelievable, very, very cool. It was all custom. Mm-hmm. And really, really cool experience. We got to go snorkeling in some really nice places. And I mean, it's one of those deals where you get out to like the ocean and it's like 20 feet deep. Yeah. And you just see clearly
all the way down to the bottom.
Everything.
Did you go snorkeling?
We did.
Nice.
Yeah, we went snorkeling a bunch. What I will tell you that I learned seems common sense, but it didn't occur to me until the time.
Your beard?
Yep. Sucks. Yep. The mustache will not allow that mask to seal, and you just got to kind of deal with it. You know, get
You
it
didn't try
tight.
to like one of the full
like-
face ones?
Well, so first of all, my beard's big enough that a full face one wouldn't work. I mean, in order to kind of get this mane out of the way, but I've heard that those are really cool.
Oh yeah, they are.
But it still wouldn't have worked on me, not unless I got rid of this thing. But I was able to seal really well most of the way around. It was just I would always have kind of like this constant water line on, you know, where my nose was basically. So I had to be very careful to
Not inhale.
right. But man, it was so much fun. We had a really good time. So if you're ever looking to go on kind of a unique vacation, you've got some saved up money, that sort of thing. I will tell you the worst part of it. The worst part of it was the travel.
Just getting there.
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, we were on the plane for maybe 6.5 hours, something like that total. We had to fly to Miami and then fly. Some people would, if you're flying Delta, maybe Atlanta or something. But the flight times are terrible. Like they have
when they arrive and when they leave.
Yes, they have 2 flights that come in a day, and they come in around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So our wake up time to leave to go to the airport on the day we left was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we got home at 1:30 in the morning, but we'd come from Eastern time. So it felt like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're
wiped no matter what.
You leave tired and you arrive home tired.
Yeah.
Like I'll
if you
say,
go straight through.
if you do it that way, that's kind of the way it's going to happen. You're going to get home. You're going to leave really, really, really early. You're going to get home really, really late.
Yeah.
And it made me think, like, know what your goals are. And this is where a travel agent's really going to help. Know what your goals are, because if your goal is to have a nice, relaxing beach vacation, I would highly recommend going to, like, especially if you live where we do, like, go to Cozumel, man, because it's like a 2-hour flight, and it's direct. Like, Southwest has direct flights. You can get them for super cheap, and you can be there in a couple of hours, and you get an all inclusive for cheap.
Yeah.
For cheap, you know.
You can, but like, I've not been to Cozumel. Well, that's not true. I have been to Cozumel. The beaches can't compare.
They're different.
The water can't compare.
They're different.
Like, it's night and day for me.
Yep.
So I mean, like, if you're looking for like pristine beaches and clear waters, and you want to swim with a sea turtle, randomly, I mean, or
you can do that there,
or a stingray.
Yeah,
you know,
we saw stingrays. Yeah,
you know.
I will tell you, there are some unbelievable places in Cozumel.
No, there are.
There are, but they're different. Bahamas, similar. I mean, just the colors that you see are off the charts.
Did you guys get to go out in any reefs or anything like that?
No, well, so it is interesting. I probably should have asked some more questions, but I thought I would see more reefs than I did. But they had a massive hurricane about 7 or 8 years ago that wiped out the majority of the island. And my understanding is a lot of times when that happens, it tears up the reefs like crazy.
It does.
And those things take,
or it can,
thousands of years to come back sometimes. So I'm curious if we just didn't see some of that kind of stuff because it doesn't exist in that area until you maybe go out further or something like that, or if it had just been destroyed and we didn't.
A lot of times, some of the like on islands like that, you need to find like a deep lagoon.
Yeah.
Where there's kind of reefs out in the middle, because those things can be protected during hurricanes. And then they last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
gorgeous place of the world, man.
It is one of those places that I will tell you, if you've never been Eastern Caribbean, find a way to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, gorgeous, unique places that God has created for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's one of those deals where it was a lot of money, but that is one of those things that
You don't regret spending any of it.
No one will ever be able to take the experience away.
Yeah.
You know, one of those types of things. So it's how I felt whenever I went to Alaska. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my goodness, this place is just unbelievable, you know? Yeah. And so if you have the option to go to some of those places, take it, you know? And my kids, man, we had so much fun. Like they just wanted to play the whole time, and we did. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
I mean, when things are gorgeous like that, man, you just want to be out in it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't super hot. I mean, it was warm, but like the water was cool. It wasn't cold. It wasn't hot. It was like this perfect temperature.
Yeah. In the middle of summer.
In the middle of summer.
Yeah.
The sunsets were unbelievable. The people there were so nice. Let me tell you one of the craziest things that I didn't see. Mm-hmm. I didn't see a single gun while I was there.
Really?
Not in the airport. Not anywhere. Not security people. There were security people around, both at the hotel. You know, like I didn't see a gun anywhere in the airport, anywhere. And I asked a guy. So the guy that drove our taxi from the hotel back to the airport, he was a former police officer. And I asked him. I said, "Hey, I haven't seen any guns." And he goes, "Well, guns are illegal here."
Yeah, I was going to say it's British Island.
And I said, "Okay, what do you mean by that?" And he said, "Well, here's what I mean. You can't own a gun here. Only police officers can own a gun. If you're found with a gun that's illegal, and they all are, it's an automatic 14-year prison sentence. Mm-hmm. No questions asked." He said, "You get no due process. You go to jail for 14 years."
Yeah.
So people don't have guns. And he said, "Look around. Why would you need a gun here? Mm-hmm. It's paradise." And I was like, good point. Good point. It was just odd.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's just not something, especially here in Texas, you know, everybody's got a gun. They're open carries. If you see a guy at Kroger with a gun on, you know.
And everybody's pretty polite.
Yeah, and right. But it was a pretty cool, that was one of those things that was kind of like, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. Interesting. So anyway,
I'm interested to know what the crime is like there.
Well, they don't have much.
I would imagine not.
Yeah. He said crime is extremely low. Well, and most of it comes from tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine. And like when we were at St. John, you know, it's a stone's throw away from the British Virgin Islands.
Right.
I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
But like we were out on a boat and our captain was like, "Well, we can't go that far over that way because we'll get in trouble." I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because that's the British Virgin Islands. They don't want us over there." And I was like, "Okay." They got it on pretty tight lockdown.
Right.
So
yeah, it is interesting because like, you know, they drive on the left side of the road and
well, that's true in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yes, all of them over there.
Yeah.
So it's a unique experience. My kids were freaking out. It was.
Did you drive?
No, I did not. I drove in Honduras, which is super fun. Driving, you know, 4-wheel drive manual vehicles up and down some roads that have to have 4-wheel drive.
Heck yeah.
So much fun. But no, I did not try to drive there. I didn't need to. But what was one of the most hilarious things is we were getting in that same taxi to go back to the airport. And because of the number of people we had in trying to get back, the driver got into the car and no, he had not gotten in the car yet. He was saying, "Hey, go ahead and load up. We'll take off." And so my wife went to get in the front seat and she got into the driver's side because she thought she was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not driving." So she sat in what we would consider the driver's side, which is the passenger side, the left side. And she said it was super awkward.
Yeah.
Like just really, really weird sitting in the front. You know, you got these cars coming at you in a weird way. It's just unique.
So here's what's weird about the U.S. Virgin Islands is you do drive on the left-hand side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
But they're American cars.
Yeah. Yeah, which some of them there are as well with the steering wheel still on the left.
Yeah.
But there was quite a few that had the steering wheel on the right.
So that's got to be confusing.
Oh. And can you imagine driving a manual? Because the clutch is on the wrong side too. When they do that.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. So your gas pedal's on the left.
I could figure it out, but like it'd take me a couple of days.
It would take a couple of days. I'm with you. Yeah, for sure. So we had a great time, man. So many cool places out there, and it's not normal for us to take those types of vacations back to back. And just happen to be some pretty cool family situations happening with the wedding and then the anniversary. But man, I'm glad to be home.
I bet.
I am glad to be home.
We're glad you're back.
Yeah, it'll be good to kind of get back in the routine, all that kind of stuff. And I need to go catch up on episodes that you've done, because you've done quite a bit of stuff while I was gone. So
we had some fun ones.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for today.
Cool.
If you have not already, please go like and subscribe to all of our channels on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, all of the places, and go to iTunes. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. We would thoroughly, thoroughly appreciate it. And guess what, y'all? Next month, 6 years.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Coming up on it.
And it's because of you guys. So thank you. And tell your friends about us. Until next time, we'll see you later.
See ya.